Welcome to
almost got it.
The Recovery Idiot.
Well,
Please like and subscribe and visit therecoveryidiot.com. You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're still trying to figure out how TikTok works. The following contains explicit language and situations that some might find unsettling. Viewer discretion is advised.
well, hello there. Look at me, I'm in a little box. So adorable. Look at us. My name is Leroy. I'm a recovered drug addict. And welcome to the first ever Recovery Idiot Live. I'm sitting here today with two of my good troublemaking friends, Miss Shirley the Diddler and Mr. Kyle the Feds Are Watching. So it's nice to have some people with me tonight because I've been losing my effing mind. I don't know if I'm supposed to curse. And it's an amazing situation because I tell myself, like, everything's going to be okay. You're just being a bitch. Like, stop panicking, stop losing it. But I'm losing it. And it all has to do with women and money. It always does. Nothing complicated. I'm not, like, banging everybody. I mean, one of them. But that doesn't count. That's not part of the problem. So, like, there's this situation, and I'm, like, freaking out. And I'm like, I need to buy a monitor. And, like, I need to have this thing to the side so I can work on. And like now it's out of my range. I got stressed out about money. It's so bad. So I'm taking out the garbage to get ready for this. And there's a monitor and a flat screen TV sitting by my dumpster that says free works. So I'm freaking out about money, telling myself everything will be okay. Stop being an idiot. But I'm like, no, I want to fight it because I'm smarter than God. Like, let me be pissed off. And then I walk to the dumpster and there's a free monitor and a free TV that's better than mine. And like getting slapped in the face by God and saying, stop being a bitch is such an amazing feeling. And I've been freaking out and crying for 3 hours when I knew everything was going to be all right. But I didn't want to pretend everything was going to be all right. But apparently everything's going to be all right. But my blood pressure is still 190. I'm going to lose it. So thank you for being here to participate in my breakdown moment. So Shirley, how you been?
I've been good, man.
You should probably say you're an alcoholic or something. Like introduce yourself, like at a meeting.
No, I'm just kidding. My name is Shirley, recovered drug addict. Happy to be here with you two strange fellows.
What about you, Kyle? Should you introduce yourself?
Kyle, I'm an addict. I'm straight, just dealing with all these dudes over here tripping.
Oh, you know what? I was thinking back. Life would be so much easier in the halfway house. Like, I know the electric's going to be paid. I know the water's going to be running. I know rent's cheaper.
I mean, it's some people just trip out, but I mean, I am grateful to be where I'm at. You know what I mean? Regardless
you're the
of
leader
like,
now.
I am the leader, but sometimes like some of these dudes are just like fucking little children, boy. It's crazy.
You mean like me?
Like one of them's withdrawing off gabapentin right now, and you would think he was fucking like dying. I'm like, motherfucker, I came off methadone. Get the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, like
He's
quit tripping,
detoxing
dude. Like,
gabapentin.
yeah, because he said he was taking like fucking like 4,000 a day or some shit, like crazy. Yeah. And I was like, well, you want to go back to detox? He's like, no, I'm not going back to detox. And I was like, all right, well, I don't know what you want me to do. Here's some Tylenol.
Apparently, you're supposed to give people magnesium when they're detoxing, because that's what Eddie said the other day, that he was detoxing from heroin and everything, and his brother gave him some Seroquel and magnesium and said, deal with it. Like, what the hell is what's magnesium supposed to do?
Remember I was telling you that I went to that the Scientology detox where they just give you vitamins?
Oh, yeah. You said something about magnesium.
They give you magnesium because it helps with the restless legs and all that stuff.
Maybe I need to try that.
I compare every withdrawal to methadone withdrawal. Like, so even when I'm sick, if I have like a fever, I'm like, this ain't shit compared to methadone withdrawal. Like, I compare everything to that.
That is true. If I look back at my life and think about it like that, it would probably help. because I spent 3 months crying on a couch, not eating. I had to be force fed
God,
a blood once. Like, Shirley, you ever detox off methadone?
No, that's on the list. Methadone's on the list.
oh my God. Fucking save yourself for that. Don't ever touch that shit.
Do you remember
Dude, that
ever?
was the worst decision of my life.
Well, talk about it. How fun was it the first day you stopped taking methadone, and how long were you on it for?
I was on it for 3 years, 100. I got up to like 180, I guess it was. Because every day I go in there and be like, oh, I don't feel good, just so I get an extra dose. You know what I'm saying? Dude, I don't know.
That
I was just
extra
so fucked
five.
up on methadone, it didn't even matter. It was horrible. The first day, my fucking bones felt like they were gonna break out of my body. The next week, I felt like if I'd have had a gun, I'd have blew my head off. Let's see what else. I just thought I was gonna die. Is what I felt like. I thought there was something wrong with me, man. I went to the hospital because I was never. It was like 3 months in, and I was still withdrawing. I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought I had AIDS from fucking all them prostitutes and shit. Like, I went up to the hospital. I went, I went to the hospital and got all these blood tests and shit, and I came back straight. I was like, "Damn." So I don't know. It was just bad.
Yeah, one of my amends I had to make because I was on her couch for probably 6 months, but 3 months were the worst. And I was depressed and like I had no
Oh
energy.
God,
And like
man.
I just kept feeling like I need something to feel better. But I swear to God, I'm so stupid. I didn't know that like I'm a drug addict and I just want drugs. And I had to explain to her, like, I didn't know what being depressed was like. Like, that was the problem.
Dude, the depression from that shit. Oh my God. I can't even like you can't even compare it to anything, man. Like I don't know. I had got a LA Fitness membership and I like was like in the sauna trying to like the
Sweat it out.
manager at the manager at the LA Fitness was like, dude, you look like shit. I was like, I'm dying. It was horrible. My fucking eyes, it was terrible, bro. I should have went back to detox, but I didn't want to, man. I didn't know. I don't know, man. It was, when I'm like, I'm gonna be sick no matter where I go. Like, it was horrible.
I can't believe you got the energy to go to a fitness place. My
Bro,
main job at the time. What are you saying?
man, the energy. I had no energy. Like I was like on deathbed. I was trying to do anything possible for energy or anything. Like I was just dying. I really felt like I was gonna die coming
Yes.
off that shit. You know what I'm talking about?
The only time I could do anything was when she fed me Adderall, and like my only source of income was shoplifting. So like I could only get up and go steal my 100 Crest white strips and Gillette razor blades to sell on eBay when I was fueled by Adderall. But when I was out stealing with the Adderall, I'm like, all right, life's normal again. This is good. And when I'd crash from the Adderall, it'd be so much worse because I was like, I thought I was better. I thought it was better.
Dude, when I used to come off of heroin, like I would like knew I wouldn't have any heroin the next day, so I would shoot meth like the night before I would go into withdrawal. Oh my God, coming off of that shit, and heroin with meth in you, God, that's terrible too.
That's a bad plan. But the good thing about the methadone clinic was all the things I got to see. Like I always tell
Yeah.
people, my first visit to the methadone clinic in Jacksonville, which the methadone clinic in Kansas City was awesome. I mean, the people were so nice. It was in a ritzy place called Lenexa, Kansas. Like, oh, it was beautiful. Then I go to the one in Jacksonville in the hood on a street called University, the main street of the hood. And when I walk in, I see a woman breastfeeding her baby standing in the methadone line, which was a lot longer than I thought it was going to be. So like now I'm pissed. I got to stand in this long ass line with all these hood people, but the woman is feeding her baby methadone through her tit. And like, it wasn't at a place. Like that was the vibe. Methadone breastfeeding. That's the name of the vibe at the clinic.
Yeah, it'd always be some ugly ass girl there with like 5 kids running around. Like the kids look like they ain't been bathed in like a year. Like it would just be like sad, dude. You know what I mean? Just oh man, yeah,
I mean,
dude.
I
I'd
wish I
stay up.
could look back and think it was sad, but at the time I was kind of like, these are my people. Like,
They're my people.
yeah, like we're all on the same level. We know the struggle, man. We got to pay our $15 a day to survive. Like, it's just what life's about.
Dude, I remember one time I went up there. I don't know if I shared this on the podcast. You bleeped it out. I don't know. But I went up there and I had been up for like a week. And I was too paranoid to get out of the car because there was a cop outside out front. And they can't, like, I begged them to come out there and they dosed me in the car. I think I told you that. They dosed me in the car because I was too paranoid to get out of the car.
There was always a cop in front of bars. So they actually came out and gave it to you? I'm pretty sure it's breaking the law.
My mom took me up there that day because I was been up for too long. I couldn't drive. I was seeing crazy shit. And like my mom like went in there. She's like, he's gone crazy. He's fucking gone crazy. She's like, he won't get out of the car because there's a cop sitting out front. I don't even know if there was really a cop out there. And so I called in. I called the front desk and I was like, let me speak to my therapist. And she answered and I was like, why y'all got the cop sitting out front? And she's like, what the fuck, this psychopath? And I was like, I'm not leaving until y'all dose me out front. I'm not coming in. They came out to the car and dosed me in the car. Yeah.
You had some caring people because they would have told you to just fuck off in Jacksonville. And those doors closed at 11. If you were walking up at 10:59, like
shutting you out.
Yep. That's it. It's over. And so many times I get high afterwards, take a bunch of Xanax and, feel good. I'd miss my appointment and like waking up at 11:05, looking at your phone and being like, oh no, the clinic's closed. Like, that's it. That day is useless. You can't do anything.
You know how they tell you not to take Xanaxes and Klonopins and all that shit on methadone? Yeah, my counselor, first counselor in the methadone clinic is who plugged me in, a doctor, to get Klonopins, bro. Yeah, I had the plug, man. She was the plug.
I think crazy. She was trying to kill you.
That's it's like a fucking, I don't know if it's a crazy like cartoon world that methadone methadone clinic world with all those people, all them characters that go there, all the nurses there. I was trying to hook up with every one of them. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy, dog.
There was this kid. I had to go to some work camp in Jacksonville because, of course, I got arrested several times. And when I got into this one pod, there's this big, fat, dorky kid laying on his bunk. You know the meme of the guy tipping his hat? The My Lady meme? He looked like that. And I couldn't figure out, like, what could this guy possibly be in here for? And one day we started talking, and it turns out he was dating a stripper. And by dating, I mean he was paying for her life and paying for her lifestyle, and she was banging him. And he used to bring her to the methadone clinic every morning and sit out in the parking lot. And he was like, I remember seeing you in the parking lot of the clinic. I used to bring Jane there every day. And he was just like, so out of place. But it was great. He thought the stripper loved him. Mm. Shirley, you ever have a stripper love you?
All the time. I can't, I fall in love too. They fall in love with me. I fall in love with them. It's a whole thing.
Hold on a second. I can pause this. I forgot. I got to call her at 8:00. Can you hear that ring?
No.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Hello.
Hey, guess what?
What?
You're on the microphone talking with Shirley and Kyle right now. We're making a video. Wait, start over. Whatever you're talking about, start over.
We're talking about Ambien.
So I was telling Kyle that he should, when he comes in, his name should be Mr. Ambien because that's what I have nicknamed him, and he will forever be known as Mr. Ambien because he loves them so much. I was telling him that Ambien made me feel like I wasn't like I just felt like I was floating all the time. It was weird.
There it is.
Dude, I would snort like 10 of them bitches.
You're both breaking up. Is that my fault or your fault?
That's you. I'm not. I'm good.
Well, actually, Shirley's good. You keep freezing every once in a while.
Me?
Yeah, you're better right now. Hold on, I'm going to play with some stuff. Does it look different on your guys' end?
What do you mean?
Like, do the squares change or anything? I don't know what it looks like where you are.
Now it's the three of us.
Now in the middle. What's up?
Yeah, which one's better?
Mm.
I mean, we started this
No,
way. I know. So I had this whole
your
thing.
screen looks like it's like blurry a little bit.
Who screen mine?
Yeah.
Because I got that fake brick wall and I keep moving.
Oh, okay. That's why.
I gotta stop. These are one of the many things you gotta learn to practice. I don't even know what the fuck it sounds like because I didn't go back and try it out.
Mr. Ambien. There you go.
Yes. And I could
Dude,
change the picture, but
those bitches were like my downfall. The past 2 relapses I had were because of that. I started taking them bitches and wanted to shoot meth right away.
Immediately?
Like 10 minutes. I'm just kidding. No, like a few hours. I took a bunch, man, and like, dude, my brakes went out of my car one night when I was on them, man. And I almost hit this cop car, all types of shit. It was bad. Yeah. It was bad.
I thought I was like a pretty good expert when it came to drugs and drugs that help you beat the system that aren't narcotics, but I never knew about Ambien. Like, I was so
it's like Xanax.
I don't know how.
They are similar, but then again, they're different. Like the reaction I got on them, it was totally different. When I used to take Xanax, so one time I had my mom in the car with me, and I hit the back of a car because I just nodded off on Xanax. She's like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, the classic. I'm just really tired.
I got my first DUI on Xanax because I fucking ran out of gas, forgot to get gas in the middle of the road. I forgot to get gas. I had money and everything. I just forgot to get gas, and they pulled up on me and gave me a DUI. But
I didn't know you had a DUI.
I've had 2. I had one from Xanaxes and I had one from heroin. I fucking fell asleep in the parking lot at the gas station with my truck. It was like at the pump, and I fucking nodded out, and they got my ass in for DUI because the car was cranked.
Me and my mom tried to count. I've been in like 12 wrecks, and I say at least 10 of them I was high as shit. I've never gotten a DUI. Like every time I crashed, I might get a ticket or they let me go, but like I never had a DUI. And there was one bad time. There was an ice storm in Kansas City, and I was coming back from Kansas with a bunch of different pills. I just sold stuff. I picked up stuff, and the roads were so icy, I skid off the road, and a cop had to help me. But when the cop came to help, I was like, oh shit, I better eat this. So I eat all the pills I have. And then I'm driving. Notice I see lights again. I'm like, this is strange. Well, apparently the drugs kicked in real good. And I was on I-35, which is like a 75-mile-an-hour road doing like 15. And he had to pull up next to me to tell me, pull over, pull over. So I was like, all right. So I pulled over, and it was the median. And I smashed the side of the car. And I hit it so bad I could never open the door again. And I ended up stopping, and he's talking to me, and he's like, do you think you can make it home? I was like, yeah, no problem. I had no idea where I was. I don't know how I got back because there was an ice storm. He let me go.
No
like there was real, stuff going on he needed to deal with. And the funny thing is that car got repoed like a week later. When they came to claim the car back, they got it all smashed up.
I almost killed a priest.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. You need to explain that.
So I was like 16. I didn't even have a full license. I had my restricted at that time, but I had a bunch of people at my house, and we were all taking ecstasy, right? So I had to drop off my friend at home because like her mom, she couldn't stay over that night, whatever. And it's pouring rain. So I'm making a left, and I'm on it. Like, I see a left, an arrow. I see an arrow, right? So I make the left, and there's a priest driving towards me, and I total his car. I total my car.
Damn.
the cop comes, and he's like, stand right here and let me know when you see the green arrow again. So because I swear up and down, I saw a green fucking arrow, like, and I'm standing there, the fucking arrow, it was just a figment of my imagination. But funny enough, the girl that I'm dropping off, she was sober, and she tells me that she saw the fucking arrow. So, I don't know, but the person I hit and poor guy, he was a priest.
Wow.
Damn.
Did you stay in
Did you
contact with the
did you apologize to the Lord?
You know what? At that point, I was just like, I dodged that one because I feel like as soon as I had the accident, the effects of the ecstasy went away. Like I was sober.
That adrenaline shot was like
Yeah.
Narcan for the ecstasy.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was such a shit show. That night was insane. Like my friends were in the back seat. They got hurt and they dipped. Then my dad had to come, and my dad, funny enough, that same night, he crashed another car because he was drunk.
So you're carrying on family tradition.
Yeah. Yep.
When I was like 17, maybe 18, my friend worked at 7-Eleven, and we used to just go hang out there at night. Me and my friend went to the dollar store, and we each bought 2 boxes of dollar store Dramamine because we heard if you eat a lot of Dramamine, you trip balls. So
Dramamine? What is that?
This stuff for motion sickness.
Oh, okay.
People take it going out on a boat. So we each took like 24, and we go and we hang out at 7-Eleven. And I'm standing in line, and my friend's behind the counter looking at me weird. And I'm standing in line, and he's like, "Why don't you come up here?" And I said, like, just perfectly normal, "I'm waiting for the penguins to pay." And I swear to God, there was 2 full-grown penguins in front of me, like checking out at the register, and it just all seemed normal. And he's like, "You need to come here." And like I walk up, and we're talking for a while, and like everything just feels all right. Like I was there for a while. He told me like you should probably go home. So I drive home, and I'm at this intersection, and I'm sitting there, and a cop comes. And I just remember sitting there, and then the cop being at my window. And he's like, "Is everything all right?" It's like, "Yes." He's like, "Well, you've been at this light for 4 minutes." And I said, "Yeah, I've been watching the horse." And you know those big electrical boxes at like the sides of intersections? I swear I seen a horse ramming his head into the box. And I tried to explain to the cop, nice and calm, like, "Yeah, I was watching the horse." He's like, "Where do you live? I will follow you." And he actually followed me all the way to my house. We get to my house. He follows me in and talks to my mom and explains that, I was on drugs and she needs to watch out for me and all this stuff. So I go to sleep somehow, wake up the next day, and I go to apologize to my mom. None of it happened. Like a cop did not follow me home. A cop did not talk to my mom. Like,
damn,
none of it was real. I just imagined all of it, but I remember it so perfect. Like it all really happened to this day. I could tell you what he looked like, probably what his badge number was. None of it was real.
What?
Yeah, so taking lots of Dramamine isn't good.
That's on the list.
Okay.
That's on the list.
The whole point of doing all this is to, it's entertaining because we did a lot of fun stuff on drugs and have crazy stories. But the point is that people can watch this that also are like us and be like, wow, I did stuff just as stupid and I can relate. I wonder how they got their shit together. And then when they ask, we say it's from working this program found in this stupid book. Like, that's the whole point of everything. That's my dream. I just want to help drug addicts. But somehow rent goes up and then people don't show up. And then my boss is an idiot. And then I hate my job. And it affects my ability to try to help the sick and suffering. I need help with that. Then people complain. We talk about fucking treatment centers. People say you talk about war stories too much. It's supposed to be about war stories. That's how we hook people in. It's not some
that's how you help people.
Say what?
I said that's how you help people. get on
what
their
I'm
level
trying.
and they relate. Yeah.
That was my point. So I'm trying to help people.
You probably need to stop asking people what they think, or when they give their opinions, be like,
Well, I definitely don't ask, and to an extent, I don't care. But then when I see
"Oh, you
those,
don't care."
okay, yeah, I do care. I care way too much, but I
Oh,
don't care. You know,
okay.
I care, but I don't care. Does it keep me up at night? Yes. Do I have voodoo dolls with these peoples? Yes, yes, I do. I want them to hurt. I'm
I got
kidding.
voodoo dolls too. I'll be punching imaginary people.
Shirley probably actually has voodoo dolls, so we shouldn't joke around with her about it. She was doing some witchcraft last night. That's why she wasn't at the meeting. She's not denying
Yeah,
it.
I ain't seen you at the meeting lately.
Listen, I lost a balance between my spirituality and recovery, so I'm trying to gain that back.
That's
That's
probably a good idea.
understandable.
Yeah.
I say last night was actually pretty interesting because it was a good speaker and tons of newcomers, and like that's what it's supposed to be like.
Dude, I went to a meeting today at Bayshore at 10 a.m. Dude, that was one of the best meetings I've been to in a long time. I didn't expect it, but it was like I could feel like the energy, like the God energy in that room today. It was like, I don't know, man. For some reason, it was like God told me to go to this meeting this morning at 10 a.m. and I went, and it was like serious because my dad, Leroy, the circumstances around my dad, he's pretty much deteriorating and dying. And there was like older people in there, and they were just like, yeah, my dad died the same way, and my mom went through the same thing. And so it was like it like hit me, and I like felt the meeting. Like it was like crazy. I don't know, man. Like I didn't even expect to go to this meeting this morning, but God really directed me to that meeting this morning, and it was like it was a meeting like I haven't been to in a long time. So I was just grateful for that for today.
I didn't know they had meetings at that time.
I didn't either, bro. Like Ben was like, "You gonna go to a meeting?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll go."
You dorks, they do have 10 a.m. meetings at
I
Bayshore.
don't live by there, so I wouldn't know.
That was a good meeting. I'm gonna go from now on, dude. That was like one of the best ones I've been to.
All
I
right,
mean,
I did.
I love our home group, but like I did a meeting with Carrie at her job, which is a rehab, right? And crazy enough, right, we're having the meeting, and one of the patients had an overdose.
Oh shit!
What?
Yeah,
When?
and
Recently?
on Friday night.
Holy shit!
This past, yeah, well, like we're starting. I'm just getting there, and they're bringing the girl out, through EMS because they had a Narcan her. So if that wasn't like a remember where this could take you moment, right? Um, that sure, put some perspective on me. I'll tell you that.
When I brought one of our friends to uh, this very nice fancy place with a lot of gold that's on the water in Stewart. I'm not going to mention the name because someone might get upset. But when I brought one of our friends, whose name I won't mention, it was the first time he had been there, and he actually went to detox at this place, and it was his first time coming back, and it was amazing because he was so happy to be there, and he's like, I almost got 2 years, and I started where you people are at, and some kid in the meeting overdosed. He like just got there and took a bunch of drugs before the meeting. During the meeting, he ODs, and the ambulance comes and takes him out on the stretcher too, and our friend just went off and was like, these are your choices. Work this program, get this book, or end up on that stretcher just like him. And it's true. I like today when I'm ungrateful and selfish and self-centered and not getting what I want when I want it. There's always detox and coming out on a stretcher because that's how I always end up is on a stretcher.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, the rate I was going this past time, if I didn't reach out to Geo again this last time, bro, because I was just done. I mean, I figured I was going to prison down here. Really, like I was just like I was gonna die, man, for sure. This past time, for sure.
Yeah, I'm at that age where I'd rather die than go to prison. So
That's what I'm saying. Me too. Like, and I'm not going back to jail, no prison, no none of that. It's over with for me.
Yeah, screw all the corrections facilities in Florida. Screw them all. That's a good mission in life. Like to never get high again, just so the fair trade is you don't get locked up in Florida.
Yeah, man. Not to not be able to eat with your family or be with your friends or drink what you want to drink. I'm just sleeping on a metal bunk. That shit's over with for me.
The smell when the trays come in and
Oh, God.
that little packet you pour in your cup of water. So a
The
Bernard's,
cool
that's what
off,
we used to have.
the cool off. We used to have cool offs. Oh God,
What about you,
dude. Somebody,
Shirley? What's your favorite place to get locked out?
So, like, to be honest with you, I never was locked up for more than a couple days.
good.
I never
No,
was.
I think
That's
everybody should
good.
have to do at least a couple weeks to know what it's like. So
I
they,
never was.
Everybody.
if every human had to go get locked up, even for like a week, they'd get out and be like, "I'm never committing a crime for the rest of my life."
Mm. I
Yeah.
When I'm
think the most
president,
I
20.
did was like 4 or 5 days.
well, when I'm president, I'm having you locked up. This is my new dream. I'm going to become president. I'm
Damn.
going to take over. I'm going to lock everybody up for at least a week that's never been locked up, so they understand the suffering, and
No,
then crime will
I
dramatically decrease.
I had my own suffering. I don't think I needed to be locked up because I'm probably one of those people that would lose their absolute mind in there. Like,
You was
so
crack.
yeah, that just wasn't part of my story because God knew that, I don't know what would have happened, honestly.
Unfortunately, you learn to adapt in there. When you know
Yeah.
there's a way I can get out of this, your brain kind of changes, and you're like, "All right, I got to learn to deal with this." Yes.
You just accept it.
Horrible.
You're just like, I'm accepted that I'm a fucking loser. This is my life from this point on.
Yes, that's the worst feeling in the world. When you're locked up with someone who's like 100% true crackhead, like talking to himself, dirty, like you're like, yeah, I'm on the level with this guy. That's how bad things have gotten.
Smelling like shit, starving, having to wait until commissary. Fucking, oh my God, horrible.
Oh,
I've
it's
only
never.
experienced that at a freaking psych facility. That, like, oh my God, like there's some fucked up people. Like, yeah.
I don't know. I think I could outdo some of the psych people on some of my good days. Like 4 hours ago, you could have talked to me and you would not know the difference between me and a complete schizophrenic. Like I completely lost it. Like I've been sober for almost 5 years. Why am I such an unmanageable mess? Like, do I need to just be detoxed from the world? Is that my problem? I need to go to a psych ward for 28 days.
If I was the president,
Hell
I
no.
would lock you up. I would.
Do you want
You
to
don't need
compete?
that.
Do you want to compete for office to try to lock each other up? President's too high. Let's aim for governor. If I become
23
governor
hour
of Florida,
lockdown.
I lock you up. If you become governor first, you lock me up.
Listen, if I was a therapist, I'd be fucking Baker acting all you motherfuckers just for fun. Like, y'all even talk to me the wrong way.
Damn.
You look at me the wrong way.
Dude, I got Baker acted.
You got
That shit was
connection.
horrible.
Baker act for you. Baker act for you. Everybody's getting Baker acted.
I feel so left out. I've never been Baker acted.
You haven't?
I got Baker acted. This time last year, I got Baker acted. I did. It was fucking crazy.
Where, Kyle? Where'd they lock you up at?
Port St. Lucie, one of them hospitals. I don't know, but
Okay.
I think I fucking woke up in there and like the dope I was shooting like was eating my arm off. Like my arm was like getting ate off and shit. And I woke up with just a gown on, and there was a lady sitting there. I don't know if I put this on the podcast or not. There was a lady sitting there, and I really thought she was a like narcotics agent or something. I don't know what she was, but she walked over and she's like, "Oh, Mr. Abernathy, I need to talk to you." And I was like, "Oh shit, like I'm fucked." She was in like a black skirt, like she looked professional, and I was like, oh man, the feds are out. They're here, dog. So she's like, we're testing your blood for arsenic poisoning because my arm, I had whatever that fake Molly shit that I was shooting. Fucking what? I guess I got a batch, and it was like, I don't know, some type of like super poison in there, but it was like eating my arm off. Like my arm was like all fucked up, and I was like looking at it, looking at her, looking at my arm, looking at her. I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose my arm, right? But
And that led to a
yeah,
Baker Act.
I got Baker Act because I was out there tripping, fucking running around this girl's neighborhood trying to break in cars and shit. Yeah, because I had fucking did some of that fake Molly, and it was like I don't know, I felt like I was running around in like some fucking video game or something. It was crazy. Yeah, the police.
Sure people can relate, but it's not about relating. It makes me kind of jealous. Like I missed out on a lot. Like I want to play Grand Theft Auto with fake Molly and get Baker acted. That's what I need.
I never tried Molly.
You what?
I never tried Molly.
All right, stop talking about your list.
I'm just saying that there's a list. You know what I mean? There's just so much stuff that I never got to experience.
You don't want to experience that.
No, I know. I really don't want to. I just find it funny, you know. I just find it funny.
Yes, I understand because
I like seeing like real life demons, ghosts on that shit. Gio was like, because I never forget one day he was like, man, I saw real demons on that shit. And I was like, there's no way. I shot it and seen some real demons on that shit, like fucking demons and ghosts and all types of crazy shit, like feds on top of roofs. It was crazy. Yeah.
See, I see friendly animals when I'm in a psychotic mess. You see demons and feds. So I guess we were brought up different.
Fucking cartoons and shit. Oh man.
So I think if we were to, well, one, we can invite up to 6 more people, but I don't feel like doing that right now. But if we were to like come up with a list, like things we need to talk about, and then like, learn to take turns talking better. And then I learn what I'm doing over here with my new monitor. Like we could just set this up that not every day. We make a date like, all right, Friday at 8:00, we're going to do this. And then I hit the button and it goes out to the world.
Yeah, so I can do this shit all the time. This is cool. I can do this whenever.
All right. Well, I feel better having practice now. And I'm going to cut out the part that I fucked up and then make a video and see how I can send this live. It's complicated. It doesn't matter. It'll end up somewhere eventually. But again,
we're just the talent. You're the production.
I'm fine with that. That's God using me as a vessel to get other people's messages out there, which is what I want to do. But my life, I make it unmanageable. So,
and then God comes and bitch slaps you a couple times.
He lets you know that he's still there when you think he's not. God lets you know he's still there.
Yeah.
I have a high tolerance for pain, so like I need to really suffer sometimes before I learn my lesson, and I think that was accomplished today. Like I can't breathe because I was crying so much. Like I shouldn't be like 58 years old and having these breakdowns, and I'm not really 58.
Yeah, but maybe you need it, man. Maybe you need to look at it maybe a good thing. At least you're getting it out,
Oh.
Can I ask you a favor? The next time you have a mental breakdown and you're crying like that, can you just send me a picture?
Oh, there's one. Brittany took a video of it.
No.
Yes, there's like
I need it.
I didn't see it, but she took it and sent it to Sarah. We're allowed to say their names. So yeah, maybe I'll get that and
yes,
I'll edit it into this. But you raise a good point. The next time I'm freaking out like a little baby, I should just record it and then let people analyze it.
Yeah.
Like you could comment like, oh, this is what you were crying about. Like, you definitely need to be Baker acted. And then we'll do that. I'll smuggle the phone in and we'll live stream being Baker acted.
You don't want to be Baker acted. That shit's horrible.
If it's recorded, though, it's for the greater good.
Yeah.
I
Motives.
damn sure ain't going back through that shit again.
Sarah loves
Bro,
the
if I could get the police cam of me getting Baker acted last year, oh my god, that motherfucker would be hitting like jumping like Jordan. Bing, bing, bing. People be
I
watching
know
that
how to
shit
get
like
it.
crazy.
If you know the number of the police report, I can get it.
It wasn't a police report. They just took me straight to the hospital because they knew I was
Ah.
going crazy. Bro, they had me strapped
Sure
up.
they
They had me
filed
like,
one.
huh?
I'm sure they filed one.
They had me strapped up. They had me shackled and zip tied, dog. And they had the seatbelt around me in the back, like double knotted. Because I was like, you pussies. Man, it was crazy.
That's you might have to do some research and try to dig that
Dude,
up.
that motherfucking video would just be, they'd probably Baker at me just for that video.
When I fought two cops in Lenexa, Kansas, they played me the video in court, and God, I wish I could have that. It was 20 years ago.
I
No,
bet it was
2007.
awesome.
It was because I really I did martial arts when I was younger. So now on methadone, I think I'm like a 3rd-degree black belt. Yeah, no, I remember all that stuff, and I'm in great shape. No, I just look like this big fat cow who watched The Matrix too many times, like trying to fight the
Fucking
police
just
officer.
diving into-
But yeah, it would be worth it to see that.
dive rolling and shit, fucking kicking. That's probably funny.
No, I held it down for like the first 6 seconds until I got hit, and it was
Until
over.
they fucking clocked you with a damn with a fucking stick,
Billy
nightstick.
Club.
Wow.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
definitely a day to remember. All right, I'm gonna see if I know how to end this now, and then we'll see what happens next. I would thought my roommate was gonna come in, and then she could talk about what a baby I was being, but maybe next time.
Yeah. I want
All
to
right.
see the video though.
Say what?
I want the video though.
Let's see.
What video? Of you crying?
The video of him crying. Yes, I want to see it.
Oh, she's got a picture. Oh, the video might be on her phone. Oh, here she is. Here she is. Brittany.
Are you on your multi-call?
Yes. Did you take that video of me on the bed?
I did.
You did?
I did. The picture of the video.
The video. No, send it to me.
Kyle,
What up?
are you wearing a treatment center hat?
Yeah.
Oh no, forgot to edit that out.
We just
Oh no. No, it's not a
No,
treatment
that
center.
doesn't matter. No one can see
It's a
that anyway.
treatment center.
Okay, good. I'm just making sure, man. We don't want to get sued.
No.
We just became an LLC.
It's not a treatment center.
That is true.
Okay.
They could take me for my
Why you
$348.
calling me out like that? It ain't even a treatment center.
Because I'm the lawyer.
It ain't. It's not a treatment center.
She's the head of human resources.
I'm
We
the
actually
head of
have a real lawyer. So, all right, I'm sending it to myself right now.
I got this hat at the thrift store.
Uploading attachment. We'll send when done. All right. Now this, I definitely don't know what the hell I'm doing. So oh, this looks so strange. There's so many windows open. I don't need this one. Where's Leroy?
Got a video.
No, not
crying
Leroy.
on here.
The recovery idiot. Hold on. If I disappear for a second, it's because I'm looking at email. Talk amongst yourselves. Do you hear
I
me
hear
say
you.
talk amongst yourselves?
Yeah.
Well, do it.
What's up, Shirley? What you doing?
Nothing. I was cooking. Got off work.
What you cooking?
So I made steak with onions and congri, which is the rice with the beans in it, and salad.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Hey, can you still see me?
Yeah, we can see you. Yeah. I can see that bald head of yours.
Hold on. Oh, what did I do? I just opened it by accident. All right. I'm just copy this. Copy. I don't know what it's
Kyle, you are
called.
way too young to be yawning like that at 8:30.
We're old.
I just ate so much food.
Okay.
A lot. I got these boys cooking me food like a motherfucker.
Seen your
I need
videos.
to quit cussing out here. Huh?
I said I've seen your videos of y'all throwing down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Copy. Stream. Copy. Paste. Yes. Replace file. Okay, here you go. And see if this works. It'll be the first time playing something and figuring it out. If this works, it's a big achievement because something else got figured out. Okay, this is.
Oh shit.
Oh, if she watches the video?
I don't know. Right. Obviously, I don't know anything. So. Okay, that's all she got, but my room destroyed.
Oh, if she watches the video?
There I am with my hand over my face crying.
Obviously, I don't know anything. So.
Half on the bed, half my feet up on the thing.
Obviously, I don't know anything.
Hold on, there's a picture too. Let's see if pictures come up. Oh, it's the same one.
Oh, if she watches the video?
I don't know.
All right, shut up. Now there's too many of them. What's happening? All right.
Why does your room look like that, Leroy?
Because I destroyed it because I was flipping out.
Okay.
That's the point. That's acting like a child having a tantrum.
Definitely Baker Act for you.
Okay.
Definitely.
I'm
Baker
turn
Act, for
myself
sure.
down. All right, that's enough. I'm going to try to close this and we'll see if all that works and goes together. And then we will plan a time to do it again. Everyone's got to make a list and bring topics to the table.
Okay.
All
All right, I got some.
I have some questions, man. I have some questions that I need answered.
But
From
I think
who?
we should save them.
From you.
Oh, okay. I'm ready. Whenever I stay ready, so I ain't got to get
Yeah,
ready.
we'll save them because that'd be like the theme of the night.
All right.
All right, I'm going to play us out with this.
I don't know anything.
I'm kidding. All right. Say goodbye, everybody.
Welcome to The Recovery Idiot.
Say bye.
Please like and subscribe and visit
Not welcome anymore.
theirrecoveryidiot.com.
It's over.
You can also follow us on Instagram and Facebook. We're still trying to figure out how TikTok works. The following contains explicit language and situations that some might find unsettling. Viewer discretion is advised.
It was advised. Now it's done. It's all over. If you're still here, what's wrong with you? Nobody was supposed to watch this anyway. Really? You're still here?